Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually starting up a new series where I'm going to be giving you my spoiler review / reaction to each new episode of The Mandalorian. This is one of my favorite TV shows, and it's finally back. I'm not in my normal location. I'm actually recording on my Mac right now. I'm at a hotel room because I'm on vacation, but as Trevor from Film Geeks and I say, the grind does not stop. But I'm so excited to talk about this episode today. This is Season 2, Episode 1, Chapter 9 of the entire show, and it was called The Marshal, directed by Jon Favreau, who I just love what he's doing with this show so far. He's also directed Iron Man 2, Elf, lots of great movies. Basically, the way this is going to work is I'm just going to give you guys a spoiler recap and then my thoughts on everything that happened in the episode. So this episode opens on a planet, and you see the Mandalorian and the child walking in a kind of a dark alley, and then they appear at a place where two Gamorrean guards are fighting, which I thought was a really cool detail because it was kind of a nod back to Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, as the Gamorrean guards were the green dudes with the axes from Jabba's palace, and I like to see them fight. There's a Cyclops-esque character who has one eye who's trying to get the Beskar off the Mandalorian, and he says, "I'm not playing those games." So he takes them all out, and then he actually leaves the Cyclops-looking guy, whose name I don't know off the top of my head, to die, and then he goes off to Tatooine because that's where he finds out that the Mandalorian is. By the way, he's trying to return Baby Yoda throughout this whole season. That's like his main objective. So he heads to Tatooine, and he goes to the same loading bay that we see in the 5th episode of Season 1, as the same lady is there, who I just really like her character. She has such a love for the child / Baby Yoda, and she was definitely excited to see him again. And then Mando actually lets the droids work on his ship this time, which I thought was funny, as he kind of gained a new trust for droids after IG-11's sacrifice in the Season 1 finale. So the Mandalorian gets a map of Tatooine from that same character, and he actually goes off to a territory that's not really on the map. It's kind of uncharted. And when he gets there, he finds a Mandalorian, or so you would think. It's actually Timothy Olyphant in Mandalorian armor, and it's actually Boba Fett's armor. We find out that he got his hands on that through some Jawas, and that's the way that he got rid of the people that took over his town after the second Death Star blew up in Return of the Jedi. But that's a really cool character. I liked his presence on screen a lot. I really think he's a great actor. I haven't seen Justified, but it's funny that he's reprising his role as kind of a sheriff type, as I know that he was made famous off Justified mainly, and he played a sheriff in that show. His character's name is actually Cobb Vanth, and I really like his chemistry back and forth with the Mandalorian. They actually have to team up with the Tusken Raiders / the Sand People to try and take down a crate dragon, which is kind of terrorizing the small town. We see that early on. And then there's hints that it's actually former remnants of a Sarlacc pit somewhere over there, which kind of hints at maybe the existence of Boba Fett. And we knew that Tamara Morrison was rumored to reprise the role throughout the whole entire off-season. And so what this episode really does is it has some really great action. You see some cute little Baby Yoda moments. Of course, there's a really cool plot where the Tusken Raiders and the village people combine with the Mandalorian and Cobb Vanth to take down this crate dragon involving explosives. Very well thought out. It looked really cool too. It kind of reminded me of the creature from the new Dune trailer. I think that I really had those vibes. The effects are really great for this TV show, and I liked the speeder that Cobb Vanth was riding around on. It looked like the right wing of like a pod racer from Phantom Menace, so that was a really cool detail. I just loved the final 20 minutes of this episode. The way that they just plot everything out. The final action scene was awesome. You get to see some jetpack action, which was really cool for me. And then at the very end, you think that the Mandalorian dies. He actually gets eaten by the crate dragon. He goes under, and he has a bantha with him that's attached with a bunch of detonators. He goes under for a little. Baby Yoda looks sad. Everyone looks sad. Then you hear this sonic boom, and the crate dragon comes out. It explodes. He killed it to save the day. He's got the goo all over him, as that crate dragon thing was like spitting acid throughout the whole episode, which is kind of a gross detail, but pretty cool. And he's alive. He gets the armor from Cobb Vanth, the Boba Fett jetpack and helmet and armor, because that's the Mandalorian creed, is, to take and collect the armor that you find. And I liked that he did that. They have a respect. I really hope that Timothy Olyphant's character comes up later, and I think they're setting up to do so. I really think that this season's doing that from Season 1. They're letting these characters be introduced, such as Bill Burr, and they're going to come back in later episodes, which excites me. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode, especially the final shot as you see the Mandalorian. He has the armor from Boba Fett, and then he's riding off. You see the twin suns on Tatooine, which is one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars. It was a beautiful, beautiful little nod back to A New Hope. And then the final shot of this episode, when you see a hooded-looking figure. He doesn't have a hood on, but he has like a black cloak. He has some weapons. and then he actually turns around, and it's a bald Tamara Morrison, aka Boba Fett. And I kind of lost it when this happened. It was so exciting for me. I wanted to see him all episode, and I was like, yes, we finally see him. I'm pretty sure that it's Boba Fett, and we will see more of him in the rest of the season, which is exciting. But yeah, that's going to do it for my quick little recap / review of Season 2, Episode 1, aka Chapter 9, The Marshal. Really enjoyed this one. I think it was a solid start to Season 2, and I think that it's better than most Season 1 episodes. I'd say Season 1, Episode 3, 7, and 8 I still prefer, but at the moment, this is one of my top 5 episodes of The Mandalorian. And I know there's only 9, but hey, I really enjoyed this one. Definitely consider hitting the like button. Comment your thoughts on the episode down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere in the middle? And has The Mandalorian won you over yet? But if you guys like this type of video, definitely let me know, and I'll come back next week and do another review. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for future live streams, collabs, content, all that, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm getting really close to 1,000. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.